and welcome to Mumbai Matters. I am Purva Chitnis, Assistant Editor with The Print. Today in this episode, we will be discussing the issue of demolition of Jain temple in Mumbai that has triggered outrage and protests among the members of the community as well as politicians across the parties. Last week, on April 16, a Jain temple managed by Shri 1008 Digambar Jain Mandir Trust was demolished by the BMC. The temple was in Mumbai's Vile Parle area. This sparked a huge political backlash and Jain community protested against it in large numbers. The Jain worshippers alleged that the BMC's demolition squad landed up at the temple even as the prayers were in progress. The temple was built in 1935. However, the BMC says that it was illegal. This was not the first time the BMC went to the place to demolish it. After the enactment of the Maharashtra Regional and Town Planning Act 1966, that is the MRTP Act, the Temple Trust applied to regularize it as the BMC said that the temple stood on a recreational ground. The first attempt to demolish it was made in 2005 and since then multiple attempts were made. But because the case was going on in the court, the demolition was not carried out earlier. The BMC, as I mentioned earlier, alleged that the place where the temple is a recreational ground and that is why it was illegal. The trust tried to get it regularized over a decade ago, but the BMC did not approve it. The BMC instead had hope that the demolition would be carried out by the temple trust itself, but that also did not happen. And since 2020, up till now, multiple attempts were made by the BMC. But every time the attempt to demolish it was made, the trust moved to court and got a stay order. A week before demolition, a city civil court had rejected the temple trust's plea against demolition action on April 7, but it gave the trust interim protection from demolition for 7 days to allow it to file an appeal in the High Court. On April 15, the City Civil Court rejected an application by the Temple Trust seeking extension of this interim protection. And accordingly, BMC says that on April 16, BMC along with the police force and following all the legal proceedings went to demolish it. But the Jain Temple Trust then hurriedly went to the Bombay High Court that same very day and got a stay order on the demolition. But by the time the stay order came, the temple was almost demolished. Counsel for BMC submitted to the court that except for two walls measuring 15 feet and 7 feet in length and 10 feet in height, the remaining structure had been razed down. Now this caused a huge uproar and on Saturday, thousands of people from the community protested against this. Even the political parties questioned the BMC, including politicians from the ruling party BJP and the Shiv Sena. State Minister Mangal Prabhat Lodha said the BMC should have waited before taking such an action. In a post on Twitter, he said, and I quote, "The temple was not causing any obstruction. The speed at which BMC took action was entirely unwarranted and officials should have acted carefully considering religious sentiments are involved." Shiv Sena UBT MLA Aditya Thackeray also questioned Mangal Prabhat Lodha and on a post on Twitter, he said that the co-guardian minister is doing nautanki. He said that the CM is from the BJP, BMC is run from the CM office and Mangal Prabhat Lodha himself is a co-guardian of the same very district and the action taken that is by the BMC is run from his party's CM office. So why is the guardian minister protesting? Aditya Thackeray also said that the guardian minister is lying to the Jain community and to the citizens. Following this controversy, the BMC chief transferred the Assistant Commissioner Navnath Ghadge Patil in charge of the K East Ward under whose watch the drive was undertaken. However, now Brihan Mumbai Municipal Engineers Union has written a strongly worded letter to the BMC Commissioner Bhushan Gagrani following the transfer of two assistant commissioners in Mumbai under political pressure. One was against the transfer of Ghadge Patil, while the other was against the transfer of F North, that is consisting of the Dadaris, Matunga and Tafil Sion, the Assistant Commissioner of F North, Nitin Shukla, who was also transferred after he acted against illegal hawkers on footpaths and roads. Shukla was allegedly transferred after BJP MLA Tamil Selvan took objection, who alleged that Shukla paid heed to few activists and people in the area to remove encroachments. Further, the union's letter has urged the BMC commissioner to not succumb to political pressure and to refrain from transferring officers who are performing their duty by acting against illegal constructions and encroachments. The letter also mentions that the officials face humiliation and public outrage for doing their duty, and if they fail to act, they are held in contempt of the court. Now, even the Maharashtra State Minority Commission on Tuesday pulled up BMC, saying it was nothing less than a criminal activity, and asked the BMC to file a reply stating why a criminal offence should be registered against the officials. The chairperson also ordered an immediate inspection of the site. We will continue to keep an eye on this story and what the court says next, and how the government and BMC, that are run by the same political parties, will manage a coordination amongst them. That's all we have for you in this episode of Mumbai Matters. For more such episodes, do tune in. This is me, Purva Chitnis, signing off.